They're going to be joining us all morning. We're friends from the UNM Cancer Center bringing us the latest in their research. Terry with the Great Southwest Antique Show is here, and the ABQ Biopark. All on the Morning Brew with Friends.
We're going to be really good together.
I love this, right?
Yeah,
these guys are the best. It's so much fun.
I love sex in the morning.
All morning's going to be like this.
And with all of you.
I think so.
It's so exciting.
Well, we're going to kick it off on a Tuesday morning with the headlines brought to us by our friends at Tony and Guy Hairdressing Academy. The sax guys are going to be so much fun all day. First things first today, ABQ ranks in the bottom third for places to work, unless you're at the Morning Brew. There was a new report out by Forbes saying that Albuquerque ranked 152nd out of 200 cities, which is kind of mind-blowing. I think all of us have jobs. You have your job that you love. You have your store. You have great employees, right?
I've had my store 20 years, and my two managers have been with me 17 and 16 years.
And so
they seem relatively happy. I take them off their chains at least once a week and let them out.
And I think this report is really its on job growth. Is one of the main things that they were concerned about, and that's why Albuquerque ranks so low. We're 192nd of 200.
That's a sad thing.
Right.
I mean, it's such a beautiful city, and
right.
so many opportunities to enjoy the outdoors, and have just the great clouds and the skies, and
right.
We had our monsoons back. It's awesome.
Right. It's a rare town, isn't it?
People really don't understand it. They they look at it either as it's all Breaking Bad, or the
all
poverty,
balloons,
or all balloons. Yeah, all balloons.
More headlines here today. This is the Fair Work Week. Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit ago. This is an interesting one. It's going to a 90-day analysis. It went to the City Council last night. And the Fair Work Week Act is an interesting one. This is one that it's trying to protect employees who have 2, 3, 7 jobs, or they have other commitments outside of work. And one of the challenges with that is that you can't have it's very hard to schedule when you have two jobs or more.
Sure.
Especially if your employer is using just-in-time scheduling. So
and it's minimum wage. Most people need 2 jobs just to pay their rent.
Right. So this is a way to figure out how to make sure that those 2 jobs, you can schedule your own life around those 2 jobs, and the 2 jobs don't interfere. But a lot of employers are worried about what could happen to it. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Well, we've always been very flexible.
Right.
People like working at Cowboys and Indians.
Well, I think good employers are, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, people just need to really be responsible and conscious of how they treat their people.
Right.
Right. Give them opportunities that maybe is outside the box. Pay for their car and finance it and get them, 0 or 9% interest, and instead of having them struggle and pay 6.
Right.
Or 8.
Right. Yeah, it's the little things that make a big difference.
We've always done that for our staff.
Would you let your staff go on national TV?
Sure.
Something like MTV's Real World?
Absolutely.
Okay,
I would
great.
love that.
Great. I love this because the Real World is actually having auditions this morning.
Really?
Yes. I'm thinking if I would go down. I think I might have, as they say, aged out.
I was going to say, aren't you a little old for that?
I know, right? I'm starting to feel
party.
it. Right?
You don't want the girls screaming, running from the room.
I don't know. Maybe I'm rethinking this.
Really? They're chasing you.
Right. The Real World's having auditions this morning. I love it at the Library Bar and Grill from 10 to 3 today. You can go down there, and anybody who really wants to be on TV and let their life be filmed.
Well, my one of my managers is background extra, so he'll be there.
He'll be there.
Sure.
Excellent.
Maybe I can slip it in before we start building out the Lujan.
Give him a call and say, dude, go to the library at 10. The library bar.
I will.
Yeah. And this is cool. These are 3 tech jobs you want and 3 tech jobs that you don't. There's new data out saying, there's been a lot of talk lately about, what do we do to grow the tech economy? And well, it turns out that there's not the jobs we're growing, I think this is just interesting, are in the user support specialist, the call center guys.
Yeah.
And the jobs we're not growing are the ones in the high-end programmer and hardware development side.
Well, I think we just need to encourage more Indians and Asians to move to Albuquerque, and then there would be a staff for the call center. Isn't that a good idea?
And finally, are you ever cold in a room? All the time?
When I go to Arizona, they keep the temperature so low. So I go in an ice box.
Because there's a new report figuring out finally that magical 72 degrees that we all set our thermostats at.
Yeah.
It's actually designed for a 40-year-old man who weighs 150 pounds. It's not designed for anybody else. So therefore, if you are older and or larger than that, it's always too hot. And if you are smaller and or younger than that, it's always too cold.
I always knew I was perfect.
And we have our Simone back here, our technical director. She's always wrapped up in all kinds of stuff. But we got our saxophone guys are going to take us out here this morning.
Well, they'll make it hot.
Right. If you guys want to take it away, we'll be back in a couple of seconds. We'll talk more about the stuff with the UNM Cancer Center guys, who are always fun. They're always doing great stuff, solving cancer. Like, how cool is it? Solving cancer and saxophones.